They thought your kindness was a weakness, a flaw to exploit. They saw a quiet soul, fragile and bendable, easy to break and easy to command. But kindness was never your surrender, it was your mask, your silence before the storm. Now, their arrogance crumbles like dry bones beneath the weight of your awakening. They stand surrounded by the ruins of their misjudgment. And you are the reckoning they never saw coming. Every glance they throw your way forces them to face the truth they buried deep inside. The fire you carry in your eyes, the same flame they tried to snuff out with doubt and scorn, burns hotter than their lies. They are trapped by their own fear, shackled by insecurities they hide behind. You move with a freedom that mocks their chains, rising beyond the reach of their judgment and their shallow control. Your strength isn't born from manipulation or falsehoods. It is forged in the raw, brutal light of truth. Truth doesn't bend. It doesn't break. It shatters illusions, rends apart the lies they built their fragile kingdoms on. While they hid behind their facades, you set every mask ablaze. Their world is left in smoke and ash, a testament to your relentless clarity. You are no longer a pawn in their game. The pieces they moved to trap you are shattered beneath your feet. The game has ended on their terms and they've lost all power over your fate. They watch, desperate, trying to predict your next move. But you have become something beyond calculation, a storm gathering on the horizon. Unstoppable, inevitable, undeniable. They sought to break you, to crush you beneath their weight. But every strike only forged something tougher inside you, a resilience carved from pain and refusal. Your scars don't mark defeat. They are the trophies of survival. You don't win because you are flawless, you win because you will never lie down, never surrender, never stop fighting. They hoped you'd never see your own power. Hoped you'd remain silent, obedient, a shadow beneath their feet. But you have woken, awakened to the fire burning in your veins. And now, nothing can stand in your way. Nothing can stop what you have become. If you refuse to be controlled, if you are done playing by their rules, if you are ready to seize what is rightfully yours, then step forward and embrace the fire. This is your moment. The weak will fall, but the strong rise. They think your rise is a moment, a fleeting spark in the dark. But they don't see the slow burn beneath the surface, the relentless forging of steel in silence. Every setback, every wound, every night spent in the cold crucible of doubt only added fuel to the fire they tried to snuff out. What they call your weakness, you own as your power. Because power isn't given, it's stolen from the ashes of pain, molded in the raw edge of survival. You've learned that trust is a weapon double-edged and that loyalty often carries a poison hidden beneath its tongue. So you hold your circle tight, your enemies closer. You do not waste your strength on false promises or empty words. You build your empire stone by stone, carved from the bones of betrayal and hardened by the unforgiving weight of solitude. The world tries to box you in, to script your fall. But you rewrite the rules with every breath. They want you to bend, to bow, to fold under their expectations. Instead, you stand taller, fiercer, unyielding. Your silence is a thunder that shakes their foundations. Your calm is the eye of a hurricane they never saw coming. And when they finally realize the storm is here, it will be too late. The reckoning isn't loud or chaotic. It's precise. It's inevitable. It's the moment where all the pain, all the struggle, all the nights spent wrestling with your demons converge into a force no one can deny. They will watch as you rise, not because they allowed it, but because you refused to be broken. This is not revenge. This is evolution. This is survival on your own terms. You are not the product of their cruelty, you are the architect of your own legacy. You carry the fire forward, unchained, unapologetic, unstoppable. And as the world trembles beneath your feet, remember this: power is not mercy. It is the courage to face the darkness within and emerge not just unscathed, but transformed. The weak pray for mercy. The strong take it by storm. Now, step into that storm. Own it. Become it. Your time is now. They'll tell stories about you, whispers soaked in fear and disbelief. They'll try to rewrite the past, to paint you as the villain or the mistake. Let them. Their words are nothing but shadows, powerless against the light you carry beneath your skin. What they can't grasp is that you are not the story they tell, you are the silence between their lies, the truth they refuse to face. Every scar you bear is a map of battles fought and won in the darkest corners of your soul. You wore your pain like armor, refusing to let it fracture you. In their eyes, you were fragile, fragile enough to break. But breaking is a choice, and you chose to become unbreakable. The cracks they tried to create became the lines of your strength, the fractures that let the fire inside burn even brighter. This path you walk isn't paved with comfort. It's jagged, rough, and drenched in the sweat of perseverance. But you don't crave easy. You crave real. You crave the raw truth of what it means to survive, to claw your way out of the darkness that tried to swallow you whole. And in that struggle, you found yourself sharpened, honed, ready. The world will continue to throw its worst at you: deceit, betrayal, isolation, but you've been forged in worse. You've been tested by fire, and you emerged not just intact, but evolved. They want you to doubt, to falter, to kneel. But your spine is steel, your mind a fortress, and your heart cold, relentless, beating with the rhythm of a warrior who knows no surrender. They will never control you again, because you have taken control of the only thing that truly matters: yourself. No puppet strings, no whispered commands can bind you now. You are the master of your fate, the ruler of your own damn soul. So let the darkness come. Let it press against you, try to suffocate. You are the storm born from that darkness, the inevitable reckoning they feared, the shadow that will haunt their every step. And when you rise, you do not rise to beg for mercy. You rise to claim what was always yours: your place, your power, your freedom. Keep walking forward. The path is yours to carve. And the world, it will learn to fear the force you have become, They will watch you build from the ashes, every step deliberate, every move a statement. The empire you create isn't built on fleeting alliances or hollow promises. It's forged in solitude, in the quiet hours when the world sleeps and only your demons remain to challenge you. Those demons, you faced them. You bled for them. And now, you command them. No longer a victim to their games, you rewrite the rules with every breath. They thought control was theirs, but control was never theirs to give. It was always yours to take. The power they tried to deny you is now your weapon. Sharp, unyielding, and carved from the depths of your own relentless will. They'll try to break your spirit again. They always do. But this time, it won't work. Your spirit isn't just unbreakable, it's a wildfire, consuming every doubt, every fear, every lie they planted in the soil of your mind. You've watered your roots with pain and struggle. You've grown taller than their reach, stronger than their spite. The silence that once concealed you now echoes like a war cry. It rattles their foundations, shaking their illusions to dust. They believed in your silence as weakness. Now it's the roar they cannot escape. Remember this: every scar, every sleepless night, every moment you felt alone, they were your training grounds. The battlefield where you earned your strength. And strength is not given. It's stolen, seized from the chaos and forged into something terrifyingly beautiful. Your journey isn't over. It never will be. But now, it's on your terms. They can no longer dictate your story. You hold the pen, dripping with the ink of your own defiance. So rise, relentless and unyielding. Let the darkness fuel you. Let the fire inside you burn brighter than ever. Because the world does not forgive the strong. It fears them. And you are becoming the nightmare they never saw coming. They will whisper about you in the shadows, their voices trembling with the weight of regret. They will watch as you claim what was never meant to be yours, and yet, you take it anyway. Because power does not ask for permission. Power does not apologize for its existence. Power is the storm that breaks the calm, the shadow that consumes the light. You've walked through fire and emerged not just unscathed, but reborn. Every betrayal, every cut, every moment they tried to shatter you only made you more ruthless, more cunning. The cracks in your armor aren't flaws, they are battle scars, proof that you survived when others would have crumbled. This is your reckoning. Not just a moment, but a state of being. The cold realization that you answer to no one. The unbearable truth that you are the master of your fate, the architect of your chaos. And with that comes responsibility not to be soft, not to be kind, but to be relentless. Because the world doesn't reward the broken. It feeds on them. It devours the weak and spits out their bones for others to step over. But you refuse to be food. You are the predator, the apex force. Your hunger is not for comfort, but for conquest. Your fire does not seek warmth, it seeks to burn everything to ash, to clear the path for those who dare to walk it with you. So let them watch. Let them fear. because what you've become cannot be undone. The quiet child who was overlooked is now the force that haunts their nightmares. The shadow lurking just beyond their vision, the storm rising on their horizon. And as the darkness grows, so does your power. You are no longer a chapter in their story. You are the author of an unyielding legacy. The one who survived when all others fell. The one who turned pain into power and silence into thunder. This is your time. This is your war. This is your rise from the ashes, relentless, unbreakable, and unstoppable. They will try to contain you, to box you in with their doubts and expectations. But your spirit refuses confinement. You've tasted the bitterness of chains and spat on their promise of safety. You've been locked away in cages built by others' fears, and in those walls, you found your fiercest strength. You learned that true power doesn't come from walls or gates. It comes from breaking them down with every breath, every step, every strike. They want you to be predictable, to play their game by their rules. But predictability is a weakness, and rules are shackles disguised as order. You are the chaos they never prepared for, the wildfire that consumes all structure and leaves only truth in its wake. You don't bend. You don't bow. You shatter. Every scar etched on your skin is a story they refuse to hear, a warning they never heeded. Pain is no longer your enemy, it's your weapon. You wield it with cold precision, turning every wound into armor, every loss into fuel. The fire within you does not flicker, it rages, unyielding, drowning out the noise of their disbelief. You are the storm they never saw coming, the reckoning they never imagined. Their arrogance was their downfall, their belief that you were weak, compliant, broken. But you are the echo of their mistakes, the shadow of their failure, and the blade of their ruin. Stand tall in the ruins they left behind. Let their fear be your fuel, their underestimation your advantage. Because the world is ruthless, and only those who embrace that ruthlessness can survive and rise beyond. Your journey is far from over. The path ahead is carved by fire and blood, by sacrifice and rage. You are no longer the victim of circumstance. You are the master of fate. The storm is rising and it carries your name.